Here we have an A1708 that has liquid damage. It's not powering on. Let's take a look at why this is not powering on. We're going to open this machine and see what's on the inside. Alright, so the first thing that I like to do here is I'm going to unplug the battery because I want to see how much amperage this is using without having a battery plugged in. I want to see just what the logic board itself is using, not the battery. Okay, 5 volts, 40 milliamps. It doesn't look like this is going to 20 volts. This is stuck at 5 volts, 40 milliamps. Okay, so let's get the board out of the case so we can check if we have pp3v3_g3 hot. Remember, pp3v3_g3 hot is the rail that's going to allow the USB-C controllers to talk to the charger to request 20 volts rather than 5 volts. So the CD3215s are the chips that are going to communicate with the USB-C charger to allow the USB-C charger to put out 20 volts instead of 5 volts. This chip is powered by pp3v3_g3 hot, which is the very, very clean circuit over here. So I'm going to guess that the issue is not that pp3v3_g3 hot is not present, but rather that the CD3215s are not working the way that they're supposed to. So the first thing I'm going to do is I'm going to try to undo some of that corrosion here by using some flux that you can buy at store.rossmangroup.com and the Quick 861DW hot air rework station, which you could also buy at store.rossmangroup.com. To reflow these chips, I'm just going to use a tiny bit of flux, just in a, not too much, just an appropriate amount to reflow these chips, and then we will go from there. So you don't want to use too much. You want to use just the proper amount of flux, and then you'll be all set and ready to go. So as you can see there, we've put the right amount of flux on the board, and now we are going to reflow those chips, and it should work very, very nicely. Five, four, three, two, 1. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Bada bing, bada boom. Now we just wait for it to cool off. Also notice that I reflowed 2 chips at one time. It's always been my dream is to reflow 2 chips at the same time. 2 chips, 1 flux syringe, and 1 nozzle. Now it looks like we also got some more corrosion around here and some other spots. That is LED driver area, yuck. TPS 51980, yuck. And that's an LED driver that I think just has to be replaced. Yeah, even if that's reusable, it's too nasty. Wow, those resistors really wanted to run away. Look at them. They all stood up. That was something else. I've never had 3 resistors at once fly away or stand up when I was doing a QFN package. That was interesting. Did you see that? If you rewind by like 10 seconds, those 3 resistors all went... Well, they did something that I'm not going to say on camera because I don't want to end up like Count Dankula. But they did something that would have gotten... that got Count Dankula put in... Those resistors did something that got Count Dankula sent to court and maybe prison. I don't want to be sent to prison if I ever one day decide that I will want to visit Europe, so I will leave that to myself. I haven't burned myself in a long time, HAKKO. Oh boy, I almost forgot I was here. Okay, so let's see if we get a question mark folder on this MacBook, or a backlight, or a picture. $45 volts. Well, that's a backlight. Give me a nice little question mark. Hey, question mark folder. So this MacBook was not turning on. We had 5 volts in the charger instead of 20 volts. We did a reflow with the CD3215s. We had a little bit of corrosion by the backlight circuit. We cleaned it up, replaced the chipset, and also cleaned off a little bit more of the corrosion by the TPS51980 chip. So remember, if you're not getting 20 volts in the charger, is PP3v3_G3 hot there? Do your CD3215 MUX chips that allow the charger to communicate with the board and put out 20 volts? Good. If not, figure it out. And if your CD3215s are bad, look no further than store.rossmangroup.com. On store.rossmangroup.com, you can purchase CD3215s and more. We even have the C00 version, the version that actually works. Don't delay. Get your chips at store.rossmangroup.com today. That's store.rossmangroup.com. That's store.rossmangroup.com. Store.rossmangroup.com. Have I mentioned that it's store.rossmangroup.com? Store.rossmangroup. Store.rossmangroup.com. Look at that chip. Look at that beautiful chip with its beautiful balls. And it's available. And it's in stock with same-day shipping from New York City. Free shipping on any order in the continental United States over $30. Beautiful. Store.rossmangroup.com. All right, with that, we'll move on to the next board. And as always, I hope you learned something. Do you have a MacBook that needs to be fixed? Come by our store, which is open to the public at 186 First Avenue in Manhattan. Are you located outside of New York? No problem. Send us a machine from anywhere in the world by going to our website and clicking on the mailbox, or simply heading over to sendyourmacbook.com. That's sendyourmacbook.com, where you'll be redirected to our mail-in instructions page that includes the form and the directions on how to send us a MacBook for repair. We have a live chat where you can speak with us about the repair that you need, a phone number where a representative will pick up during our open hours, and a contact form